This here is the bottom mount for the hydraulic cylinder, and what we're going to do is measure down 5/8 of an inch. Since we're drilling a 1/2 inch hole, that will leave us 3/8 on the top side here, and then we're just going to center it right up in the middle. Should be plenty of room for the ram to pivot. It doesn't have to travel very far on this one. If the pencil's the ram, it's only going to go about like this. It's not going to be going all the way around the corner or anything crazy, just about like that. So we can set it pretty deep. Alright, it's tacked on there, got it finish welded, and we should be good to go. Alright, it's pretty much done being welded. I've got my tabs welded on the top, I'm welded on the bottom. I threw some spray paint on them quick while they were still hot, so dry nice and quick. The next thing I'm going to do is modify the pins from this to this. So I removed the handle, and then I also ground a flat in the head so that it would fit nice and tight in here. It was contacting. And then we drilled a hole straight through the pin and through the frame here, and the pin goes, the little inch pin goes out the bottom. Now, I don't know how long that'll last as far as keeping this pin from turning. I don't think there's going to be too much rotational force on it with, I'm going to put a grease zerk in the center portion here. So I would think it should slip pretty easy. If this ends up breaking off or it's a problem, I can put a bolt through there. But for now, that's the route I went with because it was easy. And it works. And here we are, ready to open another giant box from Surplus Center. This box should contain all the hydraulic hoses and fittings we need to complete this project. Man, it is stuffed full. This pile here will hook up our selector valve, which will give us the auxiliary hydraulics we need. And this pile here is for the grapple. And we've got a giant bag full of assorted fittings, and then this bag with our beautiful flat face connectors. Look how nice that is. I mean, it's just completely sealed in the end there. There's nowhere you can get any dirt and dust and grime in. I mean, obviously it's still possible, which is why I got the boots for them. But man, that's so much nicer than Pioneer fittings. Oh, and of course, we got a new catalog, which means I can replace the old one that I keep in the garage. Here I'm just removing the caps that the cylinders ship with and installing my new 90-degree elbows. And I want them to flare out to the side ever so slightly, just so that way the hydraulic line kind of goes out to the side and doesn't go straight up in line with the linkage and everything. Don't want to get entangled up. Alright, there we go. One nicely installed elbow. And you can see it's going to go off to the side and clear all this mess nicely. Alright, and I think this is where we're going to call it tonight. I got my lines plumbed on here, got the cylinders mounted, and I think I'm going to have to do some more planning. So they're going to tee off right here in the middle and have, this here is the 3/8 line. It's going to tee off to a 1/2 inch line, which will go back and connect over here. I'm going to run one more bar across the top, which these bulkheads will mount to, and just keep these up and out of the way and protected. So I got to figure out what I'm going to do with that. And I've got some that protective sleeve you put over top of here, but I'm going to wait until everything's finalized before I cut that up, because that stuff's a little expensive and I don't want to cut it, and wish I hadn't. So I'm going to stop right here, like I said, and pick it up next time. And I promise next time we will see this thing in action. That right there is the final closed dimension. So now that the cylinders are mounted, they're fully extended. They're hitting their internal limit. The two pieces are completely parallel, so I think that's good enough. It's probably, I don't know, 8-10 inches apart maybe. And for the kind of stuff I'm trying to pick up, I think that'll work out good. I like how it turned out. And like I said, next time we'll see it in action. So please stay tuned for that. Hopefully it won't be very long at all. We're almost there. And thanks for watching, guys. Please comment, rate, subscribe. Thanks.